G'day everyone, it's Tully here with the next episode of the Prayer Podcast. I think this is episode number 34. So welcome to the Prayer Podcast, and this is a prayer podcast which inspires people to pray and gives encouragement. So I hope that through this prayer podcast you'll receive some new inspirations about your life of faith and that it will encourage you along your way. It will be a little bit noisy in the background. I'm actually at the airport right now. So, what I was inspired to share today was part of my trip to a remote island in Fiji. If you listened to last week's episode, I shared a little bit there. But today I was seeing that this is a time of prayer, and tomorrow is the big day, the 200,000 gathering, prayer meeting. So I was inspired to share a story that was shared with me when I was on this remote island in Fiji. So when I was at a homestay it was in a Methodist Christian community of around 150 people. There were 3 clans on the one island. And this island, you have to travel, for this particular island, it was about 2 hours outside of a city. So we have to travel by boat for 2 hours to get there. And there's just one story I want to share now. There are actually heaps of stories I want to share from this trip because it was deeply transforming in many ways. I wasn't expecting it to be. It was arranged by another family member and I just tagged along basically, but I was really moved. So here it is. So on this particular island, this was back when the Spanish flu was around, and apologies, but I don't know the actual date of that. But at that time, when the Spanish flu came to Fiji, it went right throughout the island, and on top of that, it went through all of the remote islands as well. But this particular community I went to, this village that I went to, they did fasting and overnight prayer, and they ended up being the only island in the whole of Fiji, like all of the main island and all of the surrounding islands, that didn't get the Spanish flu. And so now they call that in their community the Passover celebration, and they celebrate it every single year as the Passover. So it's like, you know, the story in Exodus where the angel of death passed over the Israelites that followed God's commands. So it was in the same way. So now they celebrate that Passover celebration every year on the same day, and they just call it, this is Passover. Okay, I'm actually heading down the ramp into the plane. So apart from that, is there anything else that I want to share right now? Basically, this community, they live on the word and prayer. Word, prayer and praise. The kids, actually the whole community just eats praise. They live on it. You know, the men were sitting down peeling cassava root and sweet potatoes and taro, sitting down on mats. They were peeling all of the veggies. Song just comes out of them at every turn. And kids, you know, will be helping in the kitchen. They just start singing praise. And there wasn't one bit of music that I heard in my time there that wasn't gospel. So, you know, when people turn on some, you know, music from their phones, everything is gospel music. I was so touched, and the love that comes out of these people was beyond my expectation. When we left, I got to go on board. That's for me, I got to go. Okay, so a little bit last moment, but that's my testimony for today. I hope you'll have a wonderful weekend with this time of great prayer, and God be with everyone. Peace.